Hello Magic players, SkyLagger speaking from France. Last week blue-white control decks made pretty great results at modern Grand Prix, so I picked up a list that caught my attention and I thought that today we could give it a try, so stay tuned. Are you ready to take control of the game? Did I just break it? Alright, so we're on the play and this hand is okay, I guess. I think I'll have to shock to start looking for more lands, even if we don't know what we're up against. As a rule, I tend not to cast my Serum Visions unless I know exactly what I'm looking for, and in this case, I exactly know what I'm looking for because I know I'm looking for lands. So yeah, here we found our third and fourth land drop. Okay, sleight of hand. It's probably a Strom deck. So yeah, we found our third and fourth land drop. So now we're okay. And if we draw another Serum Visions, we know that we can just basically try to find some answers and some active spells. Unfortunately, I should have put this colonnade on top because I cannot spreading seize their island. Of course I can, but it doesn't do anything, so I won't do that. So basically what I should have done is put colonnade on top and then play my plains the turn after, or my island the turn after that, and just play the spreading seas the turn after that. So yeah. So now I think I want to play the plains. So this colonnade now is not doing much. So I definitely should have played it the turn before. I'm gonna spreading seize the red source here and path to exile the Baral during their upkeep. Okay. So yeah. Now if they want to draw the sleight of hands, they will not fetch, but I think that because I've cut their red, they have to fetch now. So the question is, do they value more the sleight of hands or the red mana source? And it seems like they do value more the red mana source. Okay, so no sleight of hands. So basically they just wasted a spell. Another Baral. Well, I think I'm gonna path exile during the upkeep again. I think I'm gonna do that. And I have the Mana Leak just in case something goes wrong. Unfortunately, if they have a third enabler like a Goblin or a third Baral, I'm not gonna be able to do much about it, because we basically exhausted our entire removals here. We only have 2 more Path of Exile in the deck, and we only have 2 Snapcaster Mages, so another enabler. So here, I think I'm countering that, because I don't have any way to interact with a Goblin. So now the question is, do I keep Cryptic Command up or do I try to Jace and get some more cards? I don't think that with 4 cards and no enablers, they are going to be able to combo off. So I think here that's my only spot to safely cast Jace. So I'm going to try. And if they go for the Empty the Warrens road, this Jace is gonna be useful, and unfortunately we don't have much things going out right here. Honestly, I don't even know if I want a pile. I think I prefer the lands though. I think I'm okay with the lands. I don't really need the card draw, and I'd rather have Cryptic Command up plus a removal or another counterspell later than a Wall of Omens. So here I'm just bluffing a Path of Exile, even if it doesn't do much. Okay, so I was right to cast this Jace. Let's hope we can draw into some more stuff, because Cryptic Commands are a bit slow against Storm decks. Yeah, Gifts Ungiven. Here I think they go for 2 rituals, a Manamorphose and the Past in Flames. That's the classic pile. And generally you don't want to put the Past in Flames in the graveyard, because they are able to cast it back. So you basically just gave them another card. But because I'm playing a control deck, I think putting the Past in Flames in the graveyard is a good choice, is indeed a good choice, because you only have to counter it once. If you put the Past in Flames in their hand, you have to counter the Past in Flames twice, basically. So I think I'm fine with putting the Past in Flames in the graveyard if they allow me to do so. So yeah, Metamorphose, Ritual, and Past in Flames. So I'm gonna start by putting the Past in Flames in the graveyard and the Metamorphose, because I don't want them to draw cards. So I gave them access to mana, basically, because of the 2 ramp spells. But now I have this, the Cryptic Command up. The question is, do I want to bluff a second counterspell with the Field of Ruins? Or do I want to put the Celestial Colonnade? So let's plus Jace first, because I want to be able to activate it one more time, I think. And I think I want to put the Celestial Colonnade in play, just in case I draw a Snapcaster Mage. So if they do something, I'm gonna Cryptic Command, and next turn if I draw Snapcaster Mage, I can snap Cryptic Command, and this way I have a threat on the field, because I'm not attacking with this Colonnade. I'm definitely not attacking with this Colonnade. Opponent has already a lot of mana available here, just with their lands. Ritual, yeah, I don't care. Another Ritual. So they cast Past in Flames from the graveyard, and yeah, I'm gonna counter that. At least try to counter that. And if they have a remand, well, they have a remand. Remand, of course. So Past in Flames resolves. And now I think we're dead, but let's see. They only have 3 cards in hand. They can go Ritual. So Ritual, they go to... and they don't have an enabler, so Ritual, and they go to 3. Ritual, they go to 4. Metamorphose, and they still go to 4. So they can Noxious Revival, Goblin Electromancer on the top of the library, then Metamorphose, draw the Electromancer, Ritual, cast the Electromancer, then Ritual, but they still go to 3. So unless they have a bunch of other rituals, they are not doing anything here. So Ritual from the yard, sure. So now they can Noxious Revival. I don't know if they want to put the Electromancer on the top. I think I I think I would put it on the top because it makes the gifts cost less. So you spend 2, but if you cast two spells in the turn, you just cash it basically. And they have to make 18 damages here. And they cannot play Empty the Warrens because of this Jace. So ritual, here 4. Maybe they gift for value. Manamorphose, so yeah, I think they are gifting. I don't think that's the best path though. I'm not an experienced Storm player. I do not have much experience with the deck. But yeah, Empty the Words doesn't do anything here. So here I'm just gonna plus. And if something goes wrong, I still can Detention Sphere the goblins. But I think I want to play my Gideon and make an emblem. So I still have Cryptic Command up. And they don't have much in their graveyard here. So Serum Visions, yeah. I don't really care about Serum Visions. So yeah, because of this Detention Sphere, I think I'm gonna start attacking with the Gideon next turn. So next turn I'm gonna go Detention Sphere, keep Cryptic Command up, tick up Jace, or a tick down, depends, and start attacking with Gideon and start applying some pressure, because if we let them refill their hand, they will end up killing us. So you have to apply pressure on a Storm player, unless you want them to win, of course, because they will end up being able to combo off. This is a very resilient deck. And you see here they already saw 3 cards, then 5, 7, so they dug just 7 cards down their library. So maybe they are just trying to make enough storm counts to kill the Jace, hoping that they can kill me with goblin tokens next turn. So another opt, so they are definitely digging far. An opponent went top with their first Serum Visions. Grape Shot for 5. Targeting my Jace, I assume. Targeting me. So let's see. I think they are going after Jace. And if they do so, maybe I just want to bounce my Jace. Do I want to bounce my Jace? I think... So here, do I want to bounce the Jace? Because if I bounce the Jace now, they kill the Gideon, so I think I'm just gonna let the Grape Shot, this Grape Shot kill my Jace. And now Gideon will be at 2. And I still can attack with the Gideon. Okay, so now they only have 2 cards in hand. And I'm gonna Detention Sphere the goblins, of course. Oh, sell the wreckage. Well, yeah, I wanna attack. So that's Detention Sphere, and I think that's a GG. Because they don't have any way to prevent the exiling. They don't have a way to kill their tokens. Let's attack with Gideon. If they have a bolt for the Gideon, I'm gonna counter. If they have a grape shot for the Gideon, they are just wasting their grape shot, sorry. Ether Hub. What's happening here? Do Storm play Ether Hub? Ritual. So yeah, they are definitely trying to storm something. Past in Flames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can flash it back this turn. So I'm just gonna let it resolve. And if they try to cast some spells, I think I'm gonna counter them. So they go Ritual. Okay, so if they go Ritual, do I want to counter the Ritual? Because here they are definitely planning on casting Empty the Warrens or Grape Shot. I think I cannot do anything here. I think my Gideon is dead. If they try to flashback Empty the Warrens, I still have Settle the Wreckage. Here the best thing for me would be countering the gifts. Okay, so they put the gifts on top. Unfortunately, they have a remand, but I can force them into just wasting their mana because they have 6. And here they have only 3 more, so they have 6 total. Gifts cost 4. So here, I think I'm fine countering the gifts. If they cast gifts, they don't have enough to pay the remand. Unless they have a ritual or something in their hand. Okay, so they have a ritual. Do I want to counter the ritual here? If I counter the ritual, they can just remand and they go to 4. So yeah, that doesn't do much. Okay, sleight of hands. Now they only have 1 blue, so they cannot counter. They cannot remand and cast gift in the same turn. Metamorphose. Yeah. I still think I want to counter the remand or the gift. And I think I may want to bounce my Detention Sphere rather than casting my Settle the Wreckage, because Settle the Wreckage can be remanded, but they will be tapped out during their turn. So here, so they continue casting their cantrips. So here, if they cast Remand, I'm gonna counter bounce the Detention Sphere. If they cast the gift, I'm gonna counter and bounce the Detention Sphere. And if they just empty the warrants, I'm gonna bounce the Detention Sphere and draw. So Grip Shot with 10. Yeah, here I think I'm gonna counterbounce the Gideon. So let's counter the Remand so they don't draw, and let's bounce our Gideon. So now we take 11. We go to 7, but we are still not dead, and we're actually in pretty good shape because next turn I think they are going to want to cast the Past in Flames, which we will be able to counter. And I don't think we'll have to bounce the detention sphere. I think I'm fine with settle the wreckage at this point. So Glacial Fortress and Gideon. Let's plus the Gideon and pass the turn. Oh, Baral. Baral is the problem. But I don't think I want to counter the Baral. So the question is, do I want to present lethal next turn? Spreading Seas. Do I want to present lethal and force them to chum block? I don't think I do because I still have this cryptic command. So let's plus the Gideon. Attack for 4. So they don't block. 1, 2. Let's Spreading Seas. Gifts. Well, I can't do much about it because if I counter the gift, they still can pass in flames next turn. So do I care about the pass in flames? They will go Ritual, Metamorphose. They have Remand. So they will pay 4 for the pass in flames. They'll have a lot of mana available. So here, I think I'm just supposed to counter, right? Yeah, let's counter the gift. Because if they go empty the Warrens, I don't really care because I have this flyer and I have settled the wreckage. And Supreme Verdict, which is kind of nice. And we draw a negate. Yeah. Perfect. I don't think we can lose from this point unless they have a really good draw. Gifts ungiven, so we are carrying that. So of course now we're tapped out, but unless they can Grave Shot us for 7, I think we're okay. So Remand. Ouch. Yeah, remand hurts. And so now we're dead, I guess. Yeah. 4 gifts ungiven in one game is a hard time to beat. So I said that we wouldn't lose unless they have a really good draw, and if gifts were the draw, this is a really good one. Because now, if I put Graveshot in the graveyard, they can just pass in flames. So let's see what they choose. So Graveshot, Ritual, so yeah, we're dead. Alright. So we want Eidolon Rhetoric, we want Rest in Peace, Celestial Purge because they have some Blood Moon. We want Geist of Saint Drafts. We don't want Settle the Wreckage. Supreme Verdict, I think we want 2 maybe. So we want the Negates, we don't want the Mana Leak. I think we want the Disdainful Stroke. I don't think we want the Gideon. I don't think we want that many Supreme Verdicts. Spreading Seas. Wall of Omens is not that useful. And Logic Knot. Logic Knot is okay, I guess. I don't think I want too many 2 converted mana cost enchantments. So yeah, I think that's pretty much where we want to be. So yeah, I want to start, and I don't think we can keep this hand, so we're gonna get mulligan. Oh, this hand is not good. And we don't want Hallowed Fan. I think we want to lead on Flooded Strand and fetch a basic, I guess, because we're afraid of Blood Moon. So a second Flooded Strand. So let's pass the turn and fetch 2 basic islands. Okay, so opponent is short on mana. So island, island. And now we want to play this Field of Ruin, because if they play a non-basic land, we will just destroy it and fix our mana base, because we want to be able to have access to double whites and triple blue. Steam Vents. Unfortunately, we cannot interact with an enabler here. Yes. That's unfortunate. Let's cut them out of red. Of course, they will fetch for a mountain. Let's fetch a white. Geist of Saint Traft. Unfortunately, we cannot play Geist of Saint Traft this turn. We need to find a path to exile. So we take 2 from the goblin. Okay, so no follow-up. I think here I want a Geist of Saint Traft with negate up. I think that's a risky line, but we only have 1 counterspell available next turn, unless we keep up negate if they have remand, so we can recast the negates. But I don't think that's very useful, and I think we're pretty much dead anyway here. Okay, remand. The fact that they are casting Remand right now makes me think that they have a second one in hand. Gifts. Okay, so let's try to Remand. To negate, sorry. It works. Fine. Unfortunately, that means we cannot play a Colonnade. We cannot play Geist of Saint Traft, because we have to keep the Cryptic Command up. So Desperate Ritual, I cannot do anything about Desperate Ritual. Oh, maybe I can. So I think I'm supposed to counter that, because if I don't, they will have access to infinite mana. I think I'm supposed to counter that. And hope to draw into a Path to Exile or something. And they have Remand. Yeah, they have Remand. So we're dead. So 6 mana, Desperate Ritual, well, Pyretic Ritual. Metamorphose. Did they fizzle? Here I expect, okay. So gifts ungiven, and we're dead. I think here they go Grape Shot, Past in Flames, and 2 ramp spells or a Noxious Revival. So whatever here, we're dead, I think. Okay, so yeah, I think their last card here is Past in Flames, but let's pretend it's not. I'm gonna try to cut them out of draw engines. Okay, so Past in Flames, and that's a GG's. Yeah, Storm can be pretty difficult to handle when you're playing control. So yeah, opponent did play a very good game 1, and we weren't able to do much game 2. And Path of Exile was indeed on the top of our library, but 1 card too late. So yeah, see you in the next video. See ya.